Good morning, Grosse Pointe North students and staff. I'd like to take a moment to prepare you for an important drill that will take place this Monday. Certainly you know that there have been incidents across the nation and the world that require students to immediately leave their schools and find a temporary place of safety. We want you to know what to do if there were ever an emergency in our building, in your building. We want to protect this house, but what that really means is that we want to protect you. Every one of you. Remember that practice saves seconds and seconds save lives. So what should you expect on Monday? Local authorities and building administration will lead the evacuation. We start with a building lockdown. That means you move to a safe place in your classroom and remain quietly away from the door. Please follow all directions given by your classroom teacher. You will then either have your room door opened by North staff, or you will hear the announcement to begin an emergency evacuation. At that time, you will leave all belongings in the room, and you will head toward the building exit that your classroom would use in the case of a fire. Once outside, all students proceed in the direction of the football field and to the back corner of the school premises. There, you'll find a gate on the far end of the track that opens up into the Lockmore Club parking lot. From the Lockmore parking lot, students and staff will be directed into the Lockmore Club tennis building. This is your safe location during an emergency evacuation. Once you are inside, teachers will find their assigned location. Teacher names will be posted alphabetically, and students should find and line up at their teacher's sign. Line up, single file, and take a seat. Your first hour teacher will take attendance once you are seated. Please dress appropriately for being seated on the tennis court. Once all students have been accounted for at the evacuation site, an all clear will be given. Then, one class at a time, students will file out of the tennis courts and walk back toward the school. You will go back to your first hour class when you enter the building and remain with your first hour teacher until an administrator makes the announcement ending the drill and releasing you to the next hour. We expect that all students will comply with directions being given them during this drill. This drill is about preparing you for your own safety. Treat our preparation seriously, please. Please be on time Monday. We want you to be part of our process so you feel equipped in the case of an emergency. Remember that practice saves seconds, and seconds save lives. We need to protect our house, and preparation is key. If you have questions or concerns, ask your teacher, your counselor, or any administrator in the main office.